to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I lost, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nice on top of nice, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new G, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Word inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waiting for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new G, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Happy today is Thursday. Let's get into it. See what we got here. Morning to Zoom chat, YouTube chat, all you guys. 2 people YouTube chat, good morning to you guys. Let's see what we got going on. Start off with the calendar as usual. See what we got going on in the calendar. Today is Thursday. We have unemployment claims. They've changed this to orange folder. I still think that they're important news events. They're expecting higher unemployment claims, so it will be very important to see the unemployment rate. They're expecting it to stay the same. If this ticks up, it's going to be negative for gold. Higher unemployment claims, more than forecast, going to be negative for gold. If it comes back better than forecast, positive for gold and stock market. And yeah, yesterday we had some news come out. We popped very hard on a lot of pairs here. DAX, huge rally, ended up ranging. NASDAQ, we had a huge rally. And then actually, this was the rally here, sorry. And then we started to we rallied here. We ranged for a bit of New York, and then late New York here, we started ranging again. And then around 10 p.m. my time, then we finally broke out and then pushed at around 10 to 11 p.m. And now we're kind of in this range here at the moment. So we're going to talk about everything. Daily obviously closed bullish yesterday on gold. We're tapping into daily resistance and previous daily resistance. And we have one more daily resistance up here. So we don't know which one it's going to reject, but we have a few things above head. 4-hour time frame here, closing back inside the range. We don't have a close above the range. We can bring in our 4-hour resistance here as well. Quite a few levels we have where we're at the moment. But we are trading above the resistance and above daily resistance at the moment. 1-hour time frame just about to tap 1-hour resistance. We have another 1-hour resistance right around the daily support. 30-minute about to tap that resistance. 15-minute as well. So we want to see what happens at this resistance here. A little bit tough at the top of the range. put this 15 like this. Would be nice if we could pull back into around 700s and then take buys. We are bullish bias today. Buying at the top of the range without structure is going to be a bit dangerous here. So I want to see structure, then we can take some more buys. Again, I prefer buying off the pullback here. So moving on to DAX here. We will analyze DAX quickly. Of course, we'll trade it around the open here. Daily time frame closing bullish. 4-hour time frame also closing a bullish here, but we have a 4-hour resistance in place, which is the same as the daily support. Very clean candles outside of that range compared to gold. If we do want to break down here, this is not the strongest close. So if we can create structure, there's a potential we start to sell off below these lows. That hasn't happened yet. We are ranging at the moment. And when we are ranging, buying from the bottom of the range is typically not the worst idea. So we could be looking for reaction plays from the 4-hour support, or something above here, which we'll see closer towards the open when we're usually getting volume these days. So I want to be sticking around that time when we usually get volume and then look for that. Now, if we're moving on to NASDAQ here, NASDAQ much more bullish. We've been trending very nice on NASDAQ, been taking buys basically since the beginning of the week. Literally London session yesterday we take buys, NY session I'm taking buys. So that's what I'm focusing on. I'm not really looking for sells in those sessions. Daily is obviously bullish, 4-hour time frame bullish. We are trending at the moment. 1-hour pullback, we have a nice 1-hour candle close above the range, breakout candle. 30-minute candle close above the range, 15-minute candle as well, closed above the range, then pull back inside of the range right now. We are trying to retest back into this structural point here, which should be our 15 as well. If we can close above here, we have pretty clean sailing back up to at least the 1 hour. Actually, not the 1 hour, the 30-minute, which maybe is the same as the 15. Let me double check. No, it's not. So we have a clean route up into that range there. So we could look to fill this range here if we want to continue bullish for the session. I'd love to see this 5-minute close bearish, then next one close above, and then I can try to play that. Ideally, I would have wanted to be a buyer from down here. This would have been nice, but we're getting this candle straight here. So in 4 minutes, we're going to get the 5-minute candle close. Wouldn't be bad to have a 15. How big is this candle here? About 34 points. We have above a 40-point range. We could look for price just to continue up during the day. We are limited in 1-minute structure at the moment. So I really would like to see some form of structure. And then see if we can continue the buy. So let's see in about 3-4 minutes. 3-4 minutes I need to have a look what's happening. And then we can make an analysis. Good bottom wick on the 1 hour. Could just play this off the 1 hour and rely on London session trending bullish here. So yeah, we would need a pretty good move during London. Might not happen straight, might happen like this. Or it might come up here first, then pull back, we don't know. Or this thing might fail and reverse and go down today. But there's not enough conviction that this should go down, because since the morning we've been continuing up. There's been heavy pullbacks, but look, after that pullback it's trended. We've had that heavy pullback already. We've had manipulation below previous structure. So it's kind of confirming that, right? We have deep bottom wick on 30 minutes. We have what we need if we want to continue up. The only thing that could change is this, if price literally wants to reverse today and just turn around and go the other way, which is obviously possible, right? It is possible, but there's not enough to say that at the moment. So I'd rather be a buyer, like if this can give us like a wick fill, or I'd just rather be a buyer lower rather than higher. And if I am going to be a buyer, on the breakout, I want to see some sort of 5-minute structure, just so if we break out and fake out, we have something to protect us. Because right now it's only relying on some really weak 1-minute structure. You can see how all of this previous structure here protected kind of this range. We bounced multiple times, then it failed. So if this, we don't really have too much there. It could just fail directly. So yeah, that's the analysis for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate that. Get the likes up to 100 likes. Would appreciate that as always. Let's get it today. Let's see what's happening. I think we might get the 15-minute closing below the resistance, which is not a problem because we have the 1 hour closing above and the 30-minute, but I would like to see a 5 close above. I actually prefer the 15 close below and we get a bearish candle. I prefer that. I'm back like a hurricane. Welcome back, Peter, bro. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, thank you. How are you now, Harry? Yes, good now. Thank you, man. Love your analysis. Do you stream during the London session, not just for a short time in the mornings? What do you mean by that? Depends what you consider short. I don't think 2 hours is short in my opinion. I normally do around hour and a half on YouTube. It's not really too short that. I'm also streaming NY session, so I have that as well. I just trade as much time as I need to trade, you know. I don't want to sit here for like 5 hours. Not the point I started to trade. I wanted to trade to have more time in my day. So if trading is now taking my whole day, it's like defeats the purpose, right? I'm just going to spend more time at the charts, waste more money, get more frustrated when I can just approach the charts for, let's say, 2 hours a session and get 80% of what I need, you know? Now that time sometimes adjusts. I mean, London session these days a little bit wider session, but then I just set alerts. Thanks, mate. I'm a newbie. Sorry for the silly question. Not a silly question. I was explaining it to you. There's no stupid questions. I used to ask those questions when I was a beginner. I always tell people in the group, like, don't be scared to ask silly questions because in your head, in our head, it might be simple, but for you, it's not, you know? So it's not a silly question. Harry, yesterday you took anything in US 30? Yeah, we took buys on the New York session with the guys in the Zoom. We took buys on US 30. I didn't post it. I should have posted it. Gold did us dirty. Yeah, it's just pushing here. You can't really do much with this, man. It's just pushing straight on. Look at this 5 minute. I mean, amazing volume, but where's our entry? You know, it's just not giving us anything. You can't enter here. This one can be argued here at 9:30 though, but you know, this one can be argued if we're bullish today. 100 pips, but you know, 17 pip target, it's like shit, you know? But buying at a daily resistance, it's hard, man. Hard to buy at a daily resistance. Breaks some rules here, man. 1 hour, barely any bottom wick. Oof. I think buying, if this gave a better bottom wick, I think it would change the setup quite a lot. But this is such a sketchy open. I wonder on broker if it even has a bottom wick. Check one. This brokerage doesn't. IC doesn't. Let's see on Vantage as well. Now we're gonna have full analysis. I'm checking all. No, on broker we don't even have a bottom wick. So Just not valid. 1 hour, no bottom wick. I wouldn't even take it even if I wanted to. So even if I wanted to, I wouldn't take it. Yesterday took that buy 128R, just missed out on the gold trade today. It's day one of the reversal sequence, looking for NY session. Good luck with your reversal sequence. Yesterday you were talking about shorting gold. I don't think that was the best idea to short gold yesterday. So today your plan is as well to look for the reversal sequence. And I'm not really seeing a reversal here if I'm looking at the chart, to be honest, my friend. You know, like I said yesterday to you, you have a plan. You follow your plan. Just make sure you have stop loss in place, because you're going to be hitting a bit of stop loss at the moment. Trying to short this. It's not going to be the best to short too early. Bro, is it possible for someone to really learn and become profitable watching people trade live like this? Because people say you can't be profitable without a personal mentor. No, you're probably not going to be profitable just watching someone trading live. You'll learn a few things, but it's not about learning. Consuming information ain't going to make you profitable. It's going to make you knowledgeable. So it depends what you want to be. Do you want to be knowledgeable or do you want to be profitable? And that's just the honest truth. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on a mentor, you know, but you do need to have somewhere where you are held accountable and can actually apply the information and make sure you're doing it correctly. Just watching a live stream is not going to teach you that, right? It's not going to teach you that. It's just going to show you something. It's great information. It's good to follow along, but you're not going to take that accountability. It's not going to make you a super profitable trader, you know? But you can definitely understand the strategy. You can see how that trader trades. You can see, but also it's not a full picture, right? We're just live streaming for 1.5 hours a day. There's other sessions, there's other times to trade, other things go on. And yeah, it's not going to be as simple as just watching a live stream and all of a sudden you're a super profitable trader, you know? So yeah, you do need a little bit extra, I would say, based on what I've seen. But you can definitely learn a lot. The live streams are very useful, but it's good to have 2-session live streams and it's good to have feedback, you know? And just some sort of guidance, you know? You need a structure. Like, I feel like a lot of people in the group can tell you that. Like, from me, people are not going to believe when I say that, but that's up to them. You have to make a choice. Do you want results in this game? Or do you want to just be the guy trying to figure out shit for many years? Because I see a lot of people like that. I was once like that. Just trying to figure out. And I paid for services when I first started, man. I used to pay $1,000 for one-on-one to learn nothing. Because they were charging me $1,200 for 1 hour of their time. And I paid that because I thought that they were a good trader. And I learned nothing. Because all they did is they didn't know who I was. They didn't know my skill level. They didn't know anything. And I sat there in this one-on-one. I didn't know the best questions to ask. They just taught me something that they could have, you know, put in a 30-minute video and sent me the video, because it was nothing catered towards me. Nothing helped me. They barely let me speak even. But, you know, they make one. So these days, like, if you can find someone who's good, then it's worth it, because you don't have to pay that money up front, you know? Like, for example, and I'm going to use my community because that's what I have as an example. In my community, I charge like $75 for the whole month. So it's not like a massive financial investment. If you're not happy after the month, you have options. You're not locked in, compared to paying $1,200 for 1 hour of someone's time. You know, it's, yeah, it makes them great money, but what am I going to learn in an hour? You know? So, you know, you'll learn a lot more in a month, of course. And you have everything, all the tools you need, the people, the feedback from me, that type of stuff, that it makes a difference compared to just watching a stream. I actually think that people will be less profitable relying on just one stream. In terms of, you watch the stream, you don't do anything. You have to actively think, why is he taking this setup? What's the next move he's doing? You have to be part of the stream. You understand? Not just sitting there like a bot. All right, this 5-minute might close above. I'm quite interested to take this 5-minute close above, but I have to wait 2 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't blast. Stops below previous 5 support. You know, if we pull back, it's going to be tough. It's nice to get a quicker 1-to-1. But yeah, I guess if it breaks that, it's game over anyways. Maybe like 28, 6, 13, something like that. Off to the office meeting. Have a good day. Cheers, man. Good luck with your meetings, bro. Does oil and gold move opposite? Not always. I've learned everything from Harry. That's trust me, that's all you need to learn. Yeah, I mean, if you like the way that I trade, it makes sense to you, then that's it. If you don't like the way I trade, explore other strategies and you can find out if you prefer them or not. You know, and then you can come back if you find that mine makes most sense. Let's see, it's struggling to close above here. So it's above here, but on futures it's below, huh? You know, it's weird with the gap. Micros will be below. It's above on NQ. Micros are below, but you have that gap on NQ, huh? So we would have to really put some trust into the higher time frame candles, which we can. Or I can wait 4 minutes for the 15 close. We could also enter half break of high and then half on the 15-minute candle close. Let's just see how it develops, because now it's making good bottom wick. If we can flip and all of that jazz, then we can maybe look at what to do with it. It's not confidence inducing, yes, that is true. But you know, we haven't broke this high yet, so half could be reasonable. And then once the 15 closes, maybe the 15 closes lower, we get a better entry at the rest. Maybe it closes higher, then we can add in. But if like 2 minutes is left to the candle, let's see how this 1 minute candle closes. If it closes above the range, I think I'll enter half. If it doesn't, then I guess I have to wait 2 minutes. Yep, 2 minutes it is. If this blasts in the last 2 minutes, what to do, what to do? Will be annoying, but what to do? Look at the 1 minute. Yeah, it's almost about to blast. I knew it, bro. I freaking knew it, bro. I knew it, bro. I knew it would do that. That's why I wanted to get in half. But we could still get a wick fill because this tapped nothing. 1 minute it's worth to wait. But I knew it would do that break of high, big push. Yeah, it's done. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I actually had the feeling that it was gonna do that. That's why I was so tempted, and I'm like, 2 minutes? Why don't I just wait 2 minutes and go full? Let's see if we get the retest though. We could get a retest. But otherwise it's gone, this one. It's already more than halfway to TP. So we have to see if we can get a bit of a retest. Definitely can happen. But then I'm only in half, Alex. So it doesn't matter. Because it breaks the high. If it closes below the 1 minute, you're losing barely anything. Right? Because you're in half. So if you do this and it closes somewhere here, you're losing like 6 points with half. So it's not that bad. We might get the retest though. We might get the retest. Anywhere in here, if I see a reaction from here, I'll be able to just press buy. Yeah, good reaction here. If it can get back above here, I'll take a buy. Something like that. Yeah, so that's the plan. If we can get back above there. Very nice retest. All right, that triggered me. We also have a support formed here on the 1 minute. Maybe we could have gone break of high to avoid this drawdown. That's something I think I could have adjusted. But sometimes this just wicks here and then ends up closing weak bearish. If I'm gonna be correct that we're continuing up bullish, then this should just start to flip eventually. It's the same entry. Hopefully this just doesn't bleed but we never know. Just getting a lot of bearish pressure here. I wonder if this was news driven though. Probably might have to retest here before some upside. I think break of that high would have saved us, but sometimes we wick, guys. We don't know. So yeah, we have to sit through this drawdown. But this is a very convincing close here. I would expect just a bottom wick and for us to continue up. I'm a bit under risked in this, so what I want to do is if I see a support formed in the range here, I'm going to add to my position to try get up to 1% risk. So hopefully next candle can close bullish, then I can add positions and then just scale this, make it a bigger position. You went half? No, I just messed up. I'm not used to micros. I'm even less than half. It's only like $200 risk. It's not much. I want it to be in around 400. Don't like micros? Yeah, I really don't like micros. Why don't you like micros? They manipulate more. The chart is not as clean on micros. Sometimes we have to use it not to over risk the accounts, but it's not. It's a lot more manipulative than standard. What's it called? NQ, for example. NMQ, it's worse. You're gonna have random wicks sometimes. Sometimes you get gaps. Those gaps can slip you. You can be slipped your stop loss. There's just some of that, you know. All right, we're back at entry. If you don't like this position, get out. If you don't like the position, get out. I don't want to hear it from you saying, oh, it's too scary, blah, blah, blah. Here's your chance. Get out, move break even. Don't be part of the position. 1 hour candle close here gonna be important. That's what I'm gonna be watching, if we can get a strong 1 hour candle close. If not, I'll manage. Like I said, you don't like the position, get out, guys. I don't want to hear it. I have profits this month. It's being a good month so far, so I don't mind risking a little bit here just to see how it plays out. With TQQQ, SQQQ, do you have a problem? No, those are options. Did you add on futures? Yes, but not in drawdown. Just gonna go to the toilet and come back, guys. Give me a sec. We need to see the 1 hour open here in 1 minute. We need to be careful of this 1 minute dumping here before the 1 hour. Let's see if the 1 hour open can bring us some volume here. Get a small top wick. I mean bottom wick, and then we can flip hopefully. See if we can get this volume here. I'm gonna move to break even because I want to enter on the setup 3. So I'm gonna move break even, and then if we come down now and we end up in drawdown, I can just enter off setup 3, which is gonna be breaking this high, so I can get a re-entry. And I don't have to hold the drawdown, you know what I mean? But if we can flip now, it will be great. Let's see if we can break this highest high, would be great. We just need some volume here. Just need to get past this 5-minute resistance. If not, we're going to use this in resistance flip and then maybe we range, who knows. Just need a little bit of juice. Come on, NASDAQ, give us the juice, man. Don't be like this. Don't fail now. Don't fail now. Give us the juice. Anyways, break even, break even. If it becomes break even, but I'm hoping we can get some volume. All right, I'll break even there. Tap me, break even.
Will you enter?
Now I'll just, huh?
Will you enter again? Third time is a charm?
Yeah, like I said, but you know, just let's see what happens. Look, we're lacking 1-minute structure. We tried to get a push. I held it long. We held some drawdown. I don't want to hold into this drawdown. I rather just enter break of this high here now and see when volume comes in, something like that. Get above this 5-minute resistance, then I can take an entry. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Probably just keep a buy stop here now. So if we break this high, then I can enter and I can run aggressive stop loss below here. So let's see if we can clear this range. 2 minutes, I'll be waiting for the 5-minute candle close here. And yeah, gave it a shot. Let's just take the screenshot for that break-even trade. I think it was worth the attempt, in my opinion. I'm happy with the shot, just lacking volume, guys. I can't do anything about that. If it's not gonna give me a nice push, and I don't want to get back in the range. 1 hour time frame is nice, but I want to be in once we break the 1 hour high and not have to hold this drawdown. So yeah, let me just put this. And we can do it later. Let me just check DAX quickly. Yeah, nothing too much going on DAX. The volume was 30 minutes ago. Not really, man. We're at resistance. 30 minutes ago is not that much volume, bro. We just pulled back 30 minutes ago. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to avoid, just holding drawdown. So I don't mind entering later, but have more confirmation. Because I don't want to get stuck in this 5-minute range and then I'm just holding, you know, hoping that it can break out. Even though I'm still more bullish, this should have done it. If we're gonna have the buyers come in London session, the buyers should come in the minute we break this high. We had everything we need. We created that 1-minute structure. I held that through that 1-minute structure, and boom, this should have been the time we get that push up. So break-even trade is not bad at all, though. You know, it's well managed in that sense. So 5-minute candle close below. Let's see how we manage here and what happens. This is good reaction from this zone. I like the reaction from this zone. I'm wondering if impulsively is going to make sense here. Still break of high. I want to close like a 1 minute preferably. I'm just going to see how it forms, so I'll be on standby. Maybe I go break of high. I don't know. I need to see how price is reacting at this zone. I need to see the absorptions of sellers, some buyers coming into the market. I'm seeing a bit of mix. We're getting a bit of mix. We see when the buyers come into the market, they are being sold into. The same thing when the sellers try come into the market, they're being sold into. That's showing me it's a ranging market. So I need to see some sort of clear direction, like us wicking down and buyers coming in. Wicking down, buyers coming. If that happens, then I can enter impulsively. If not, then I'll wait for like a 5 minute candle close to give me confirmation. Also in 17 seconds, if this 1 minute candle closes above, it will be definitely something interesting. Then I might enter break of high. Yeah, that's good bottom wick. I think it's valid here, breaking high, stop loss below this 1 minute structure. Be a little bit aggressive with break even. That could be worth it. Since we got this bottom wick, I like this bottom wick. So let's see. All right. See if we can get some volume. Nice. There we go. Okay, I'm closing out. Nice, 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 nice. Boom. Let's freaking go, bro. That is the one, bro. That is the one, man. Look at that. Re-entry, break, close right at the top. That's exactly what I was asking for today. And that's how you do it properly, bro. That is how you do it properly, bro. That was sketchy closing on futures and on this. What a play. Managed the first one, avoided extra drawdown, waited for confirmation, got it. That's how you do it. That's clean. If you took this trade with us, write a W in chat. Let's see the YouTube chat here. Leave a like on the stream, you know the drill. And yeah, that is me done for the session. Let's see it. Instagram business. YouTube sleeping, bro. Only Zoom chat is cooking. Look at YouTube, bro. If I show YouTube, you guys will cry. Okay, the YouTube business done. Yeah, that was good, man. I was happy with that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Quoted on futures. Made 400. Had 10 micros. And yeah. Anyways, that's my trade for today. That's my session done. Get on with my day. And yeah, clean sessions we've had. Yesterday was pretty good. Finally, we got the volume in here. I mean, I could have held the first position, to be honest, but it's just the lack of confidence. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we had drawdown, maybe we get stuck in the range. So entering higher, I am a guy who likes more impulsive moves. It works better. And yeah, so yeah, this is simple strategy. This strategy we used is actually called my NY trading strategy. This is what we trade normally in New York, but sometimes we can apply it in London because because of the way that we're moving today. And yeah, you know, I think it's very very good. So yeah, make sure you guys show up during New York if you're part of the exclusive group. And yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. Pretty clean. Put this in the journal as well. Nice. And there we go. Just journal this quickly. NASDAQ first trade here took what was it? Took a 15-minute setup one, made nothing. It was a buy. Took the setup one, made nothing. What time was the first setup? Wow. Is 14-point spread on NASDAQ normal? A little bit higher. I'm running around. Where am I running on? Vantage. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running about like 0.8. You can see my spread. It looks like this on Vantage. This is okay for me to trade, you know. It's okay. It's not that bad. I remember back in the day when we used to trade GJ, you know, we never used to get these spreads. You can see it triggers my break even nicely, triggers my TP nicely. So yeah, no problems with that. So yeah, maybe we should have held a runner. Look at this, man. This one's running. What time was the first trade? First trade we got triggered right here, right? Retest. 10:46, and then second trade was 11:06 after open. Interesting. Look at our trades being coming. 46. Sweet. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. Have a beautiful day. Catch you guys. Hopefully on Monday. Tomorrow we stream only in the exclusive group. So I will be in the exclusive group tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys on Monday. Make sure to leave a like on the stream. And yeah, much love. Take care. Hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Have a good day. Peace.